Hi there and welcome to Adventist News Update, where we let you know what's happening in Adventist news in the Bahamas and around the world. The festive season is fast approaching and we are all encouraged to draw closer to God during this time. And if you are a lover of music, here's what's happening in Nassau this weekend. The Meister Singers invite you to experience the best of choral singing and solos by leading voices in the Bahamas as they present the Christmas portion of Handel's Messiah on Saturday, December 17th at 8 p.m. in the ballroom of Government House. The concert will be under the patronage of Pastor Paul Scavala, President of the South Bahamas Conference, and Mrs. Joan Scavala. In supporting this event, you will also be assisting Bahamas Academy as part of the proceeds will be presented to the school. And the Hillview Seventh-day Adventist over 100-voice children's choir will be telling the whole story in a Christmas cantata on Sabbath, December 17th at 4 p.m. So go on out on the hill on Tonic Williams Darling Highway and join them. Don't miss the Orlando Health Summit on January 27th to February 6, 2012. If you want to be trained in community and health evangelism, this summit is for you. There are 2 3-day seminars as well as a full-week seminar to choose from. Topics include engaging youth in health outreach, fitness for life, depression recovery training, foundations of faith, community nursing, youth alive, reducing at-risk behaviors, and a vegetarian food instructor course. Keynote speakers are Pastors Ted Wilson, General Conference President, and Pastor Mark Finley. Each church is encouraged to sponsor 2 persons for this great event. And for more information, you can contact the conference office or Dr. Ida Hanna, Health Ministries Director, at 341-4021 or 328-5658, respectively. The staff of the Atlantic Caribbean Union Mission recently celebrated and had a fun day and fellowship in Marsh Harbor and Hopetown in Abaco in the Bahamas. And according to staff members, it was a wonderful experience. Pastor Leonard Johnson, president of ACUM, explained that the occasion was more than just a day off. He said that the excursion was planned not only for fellowship, but it was a way for the administration to say thanks to the staff for the exceptional work they do at the headquarters. At the end of the day, Pastor Peter Kerr, executive secretary of ACUM, echoed these sentiments. Serving as hosts were Elder Isaac Colley, ACUM Public Affairs and Religious Liberty Director, and elder of one of the churches in Abaco, along with local pastor Ashton McFall. The Abaco district, which is comprised of 4 churches, is a part of the North Bahamas Conference. In news from the North Bahamas Conference, Grand Bahama Academy of Seventh-day Adventists is featuring top student Hilniqua Gibson, an 11th grader who was the first prize winner of an essay competition held by the Grand Bahama Credit Union recently. During the presentation at the Bishop Michael Eldon School, representatives of the Grand Bahama Credit Union presented the Grand Bahama Academy with a floating trophy, and Hilniqua received a personal laptop. The purpose of the competition was to spread credit union awareness, especially on financial saving, the importance of saving and building up stability. Commenting after the presentation, Hilniqua said that she enjoyed the challenge because she loves to write. She has future dreams of becoming a mechanical engineer. On hand to witness the presentation were her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Gibson, along with the administrators from Grand Bahama Academy and the North Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. For about 2 months now, every Sunday morning, persons have made their way down to the Grand Bahama Academy school site to assist in their building project. The school is constructing additional classrooms in order to adequately accommodate the increase in enrollment. From the laying of blocks to the pouring of columns and belt course, the work is steadily progressing. As the project moves forward, the school administrators, along with the conference officials, solicit your future support and are appreciative of the overwhelming commitment already displayed in this venture. In Adventist World News, Waylon Johnson of the Atlantic Caribbean Union Mission was the grand prize winner in the competition of Inter-American Division of Seventh-day Adventists Annual Youth Bible Bowl. Johnson, a Bahamian, had a total score of 165 and became the first English-speaking participant to win the competition since the Bible event began 8 years ago throughout Inter-America. Johnson received the coveted trophy, an iPad 2, and an $8,000 scholarship to Antillean Adventist University in Mayagüez, Puerto Rico. Esther Alvaro of the North Mexican Church region took the 2nd place with 165 points and 6 seconds behind Johnson. Job Magdiel Gonzalez of the Central Mexican Church region took the 3rd place spot with a score of 160. All of the 14 finalists traveled to San Juan, Puerto Rico this year to answer questions on the books of Luke and Acts of the Apostles in front of a live audience who witnessed the 2-hour event. The IAD Bible Bowl is aimed at inspiring the youth throughout the Inter-American Division's territory to study their Bibles for a chance to compete locally, regionally, and division-wide. Next year, the assigned books will be Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, and Galatians. We all join with the North Bahamas Conference, of which Wayland is a part, and the Atlantic Caribbean Union mission on this great accomplishment. And here's a new approach to evangelism. 31 kayakers donned with life jackets, hats, and eager smiles embarked on a 5-day mission adventure down the Rasputa River in Poland. Their kayaks, a vivid assortment of red, yellow, green, and blue, were crowned with sleeping bags, tents, clothes, and food, and their most important cargo, magazines and books for sharing hope in Jesus. When they came to a village, they went from home to home, visiting and praying with people and offering them literature about Jesus. Along their route, they shared 3,500 copies of the newspaper edition of Signs of the Times and sold hundreds of books, including The Messiah and The Great Controversy on CD. They even met people who bought books from them on a previous trip down the river. Church pastor and kayaker Piotr Stachersky of Podkawa Lesna Seventh-day Adventist Church said, "It's wonderful to hear that people have read our books and received a blessing." This was the 4th kayak mission trip for the church members who enjoy their yearly adventure. This time, almost half of the group was between the ages of 7 and 15. Pastor Roskowski, Global Division Director for the Polish Union Conference, said, "The work is difficult in Poland. Poles want to catch up with Western Europe, often working 2 jobs, so they have little time to read the Bible." The mission team from Podkawa Lesna were the first Adventists many of the villagers had ever met. Their trip was supported in part by the mission offerings given each week in Sabbath school. Well, this has been News Update. Thank you for watching each week, and we encourage you to also view us on our website at sbcadventist.com. Now, the roads are open, and to all those who tend to put the pedal to the metal like myself, let's make an effort to slow down on those smooth roads as the height of the Christmas season approaches. After all the rush to clean, paint, buy, and cook, let's plan to make some memories next week with family and in reflecting on our wonderful Savior. On behalf of the team here at the South Bahamas Conference, I'm Andrea Musgrove for Adventist TV.